Hi, I'm Doug Morris. I'm going to show you something really cool you can do with the iMIS Data Management Suite. And this is member counts by day. And you're like, well, what does that mean? Well, it's pretty straightforward. I actually want to know how many members we had on any given day. I'm using the ASI Gold database, if you will, here, and you can see I want to know per day how many associate members I had, chapter, donors, households. You can choose whatever you want. You can track your non-members, anything like that. I just did this by member type. You could choose category, all sorts of fun things, but I went by member type. And I want to know how many I had per day, because then when you have that, you can do fun things like member charts. And these are fun things that will scare or delight your executive director. So neat stuff, but you got to have the data first. So the first thing I did was I made a panel. I made a standalone panel, and I said I need to know by day. And then I chose the different member types that I wanted to track in here. So I made this panel with all these fun fields in here, and these were all integers. Next up, I need a query. This is where it gets a little fun. This query, the only source you really need in this case is net contact data. And then filters, you could choose the different member types you want to track. The display is a couple things. First off, you want to make sure you have only display unique results turned on. This is very important. Next up is we're going to have our member type, and we're going to do a count on this, and we're going to alias that as code_member type. That's going to make it disappear. Thank you, Matthew Dempsey. Next up, I'm going to put my date in there, and I'm going to format it. So you can see I actually did a SQL formula, and I put the date in that way. It's important you use the ASI_get_app_date_time field or function, and that's going to get you the correct date based on your time zone. So make sure you use that. Finally, to get the totals, you are going to need to do SQL calculated fields. And so down here, all the way at the bottom, custom SQL expressions. And the SQL expressions you're going to do for each member type, you'll see here, this is my associate member count. And the SQL expression is sum, and then case when member type is A, then 1, else 0, end. So as long as you copy that in there and you paste it and then give it an alias of something that you want. And then if you get this all right and everything looks really good, then you can run it. And you're going to get a single line like this. And this is what we're looking for, a single line that has the date and then the count for each one of these. So all good there. We like that. We're happy. Next over to the data management suite. From there, I'm going to use iUpdate. Okay, because iUpdate is going to use the IQA that I have. I'm going to hit select for my IQA. Going to find that IQA. There it is, member counts. And we're just going to be inserting data because we're going to run this once per day. So we're going to hit insert. You could do an insert update if you thought you'd run it more than once a day and wanted to overwrite the previous, but I'm going to hit insert. From there, we're going to add our mappings. I'm going to, for time's sakes, I'm going to load our member count update mappings here so you can see that. The most important thing is you're going to map on day and in the panel, right? So there's the panel and there's the day, and you're going to make that today, right? When I say today, that's the value that's coming from my IQA. It was called today, if you remember that. So if we run this, you'll see that it says today. So today gets matched on. Let me show you what that looks like from the start, just so you get it, because that's the most important thing you want to do there. I'm sorry, not match on, it's a key field, so it's an insert. Never mind what I'm saying there. But let's just walk through how you would do this from the start, just so you don't have any questions, and we'll go back and show what I did. So we're going to select it again. We're going to hit insert. We're going to add our mapping. So we can shortcut it and say, I'm going to map today. And that's going to map over here to our panel source. And from there, we're going to choose our panel source. And we can choose the different, the panel that you made, right, that is going to be covering this. So that was my member counts one. And then ignore the ordinal, right? There's the day field. So today maps to the day. We're going to hit save. Next up, my associate member count. Great. I'm going to click that. And then I'm going to find it in my panel right here. There's my associate members. So you're going to map each of these. And when you're done, it's going to look something like this. Notice that affiliate members maps to my affiliate member count and whatnot. So everything's great. I could hit submit and be done, but you can schedule this as a task to run nightly. Please remember, when you schedule a task in the data management suite, it is scheduling in UTC time. So you can always Google what time it is and you'll decide what that means for you in terms of UTC. When this is all said and done, you're going to go out there and you're going to see here it is and it's all ready to go. And then you can just hit go, or it's going to be scheduled to run every day. And then you're going to get your counts and you'll be able to do whatever you need to do with them. So that is a quick way to create statistics, and you want to get going now, right? Because these counts are going to eventually, the more you have, the better, right? So you want to make sure those are running and they're going good. And that is all I have to show you right now. Please remember, support@csinc.com. If you have any questions on our products, that is included, right? In terms of if you license them, are interested in knowing more, want a demo, want to talk to JT, sales@csinc.com. And we're always looking for new ideas. And so email us at ideas@csinc.com. Thank you very much.